House. Hannah, good morning to you. The government shutdown, I mean, that's got to be a hot button issue for the president tonight, right?
Markie, definitely. That is hanging over this State of the Union address because this speech is happening during a standoff that Congress is amid over funding for the Department of Homeland Security. And there are also a lot of other concerns hanging over the country as well. A recent Marist poll found 57% of Americans say the State of the Union is not very strong or not strong at all. And that's up 4 points from last year. So the president having to contend with all of that, though, of course, he feels differently about where things are headed. And tonight, we are expecting him to talk about some of his top accomplishments, things like foreign policy or tax reform in the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And this speech, as you touched on, will also give us a sense of what President Trump wants to focus on in the year ahead. Of course, he's got an eye towards the midterms, and we know the White House is hoping to push a positive message about the economy.
We have a country that's now doing well. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We have the most activity we've ever had. It's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
Now, some Democrats say they're going to be skipping the event altogether. Other Democrats are planning to walk out mid-speech. And many of those who are going to be in that room will be bringing guests to highlight what they see as some of President Trump's top weaknesses. And to that end, several lawmakers say they're bringing Epstein survivors to the speech to try to point to what they believe is the Trump administration's mishandling of that issue, Markie.
And Hannah, the president's tariffs are also looming over tonight's address pretty heavily. And I understand he's sticking by them this evening.
Yes, he definitely is. The president not backing down at all from using what he's referred to as his favorite tool, these tariffs. Now, this comes just days after that major Supreme Court decision striking down most of his sweeping tariffs. But the president has already used a different legal authority to impose new 10% tariffs on all foreign countries. Those take effect today. President Trump has also announced he plans to bump those up to 15%. And he says his administration is going to be looking at other laws to impose tariffs in the future. So he's going full steam ahead on moving forward with these tariffs. The president also warning foreign nations should stick to the deals that they've already negotiated with the White House under those first tariffs. He wrote in a post on Truth Social, any country that wants to play games with the ridiculous Supreme Court decision will be met with a much higher tariff and worse. Now, the president also arguing he does not need congressional approval to impose tariffs. So a really interesting dynamic as he goes to speak in front of Congress tonight, Markie.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.